Hello beauties, we are here for you for a collective reading with the Vintage Tarot by Dark Forest. Information is in our description box below. Use code HEART for 10% off, though I think she's probably got some Black Friday deals through the weekend. What's going on with you guys? Clear and concise, high vibrational messages. Remember, you can always email frequencyoftheheart@gmail.com for personal reading inquiries, you guys. We'll also offer you special readings, so like we can do year ahead view. What's going on for the collective? A lot of focus on relationships and healing coming out right away, and the way that they reflect you. I feel like your conflict, so if you've been dealing with inner turmoil or conflict, especially mentally or with decision making or what do I do, this looks like it is about to be alchemized, or it's in the process of being alchemized and transmuted, okay, into something that is more clear, okay? It's emotionally healthy. It's the process of healing, Kundalini rising in balance and order here, moving through the kinks, the blocks, the distorted energies, getting more clarity. Can you give us a little more about that, please? Please and thank you. How is this happening? Okay, yeah. So for some of you, you're dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But this can also be you dealing with or acting in this energy of somebody who doesn't really have you could feel like you just doesn't have the shit together, that type of a vibe. You, them, both, just like don't have the shit together, but have a bold, brave kind of heart here, an honest kind of a heart or integrity, some kind of, meaningful, very passionate though. It's very passionate, but it feels like it's like courageous with the heart, like a Leo would be in a way. That doesn't have to be Leo energy. I'm hearing like if you don't make up your mind, somebody's going to make it up for you. Give us more, please, about this healing. The soulmate energy. Okay, this is a very specific reading. Who I'm reading for, it's like you've been connecting with somebody here where when you get news, it doesn't feel like it's totally clear. It never feels like anything is totally clear. You could enjoy hearing from somebody, or they could enjoy connecting with you. You could enjoy what they have to offer. It could be fun. It could be lighthearted. It could bring you, positivity, some form of optimism. But there's this sense of confusion if somebody wants something more or wants to lock you into a real relationship, or maybe even sense of confusion about who they are to you, what they mean to you, something like this. And it hasn't been clear for you what this all is. I also feel like if you've been in a time of more blurriness or not as happy, that this person has sent you little upliftment along the way, which you have appreciated in a sense. But now you're like, what do I do? Or you've been in this place of what do I do? What do I choose? Where do I go? What way do I go? Again, more past energy. So this is somebody you're dealing with, something that you're dealing with that's been around for a while. Whether they've been there consistently, I don't know, but this is not new. This is not a new thing we're reading about. This has taken it's been slow. It's been slow, but steady, consistent, or stable in some regard. Knight of Wands would be unstable in some ways, but Knight of Pentacles, stable in other ways. This could be like the power of the connection or dynamic that's been slowly building. Even the power it holds over you, and that could be why, because if you get more and more connected or attached to this person, even if you keep it light, but you talk for 8 months, a few years, whatever, you could start to feel more and more like grounded into this person, into this connection without even realizing it. It could just blur into that. Give us some more, please, for the collective. You could be juggling two different energies here as well, or multiple energies. But this could also say that you're trying to find some more balance in your life and move into the next phase, the next level, the next thing. Trying to get that momentum moving forwards of your manifestations, of what you're offering or receiving. I do see a lot of creative energy in this as well, a lot of passion. You could be trying to get yourself moving into a more emotionally open place here, into more excitement, okay? And that you could also be making a decision here, like a decision about what you really want. This is you standing your ground, trying to trust your intuition, but it could feel like it's a fight or a war a lot of the time here. Like you could be like feeling like you're always having to struggle forwards to listen to your heart, and there's all these different offers. I feel like when I'm reading for you, have a lot of different offers here. That could be why you juggle sometimes, or like why you don't always know what to do because of all the different offers, or, you know, because of what you went through in the past. You want to make sure something isn't just rash and quick and just some pick-me-up. You want to make sure it's more of like the real deal to some extent, or that it doesn't interfere with what you're building or wanting. Why is that like that in the past? Please, you got a lot of in-between energies here. Clarify, please. I do think you've held off on some kind of a new love journey here because of anxiety. It makes you feel a lot better to withhold from starting something new. I also feel like this is your aesthetic or your independence has been challenged somehow, as well as your complacency, consistency, your work, what you've been building. Something like this has been challenged. You could feel like it's hard to manage just your own life right now, like your own independence, aesthetic, what you're building along with work. You could feel like an in-between, and maybe this whole situation, person, whatever, distracts or takes away sometimes from that in your mind, so that's where you're uncertain. You're really not sure if you want to accept something new here, because this could imply a lot of extra work, a lot of hard work, a lot of burden to you. And that's kind of where you've been at about this connection, especially if you're dealing with a fire energy, a fire sign. Ooh, what are you lying to yourself about? What is this? What is this? Clarify, please. Okay, so you could actually be recovering and communicating your truth soon if you spent a while kind of lying to yourself to cope. I actually feel like you really just want to do your own thing for a while with, in some way, like your priority rather. It doesn't mean like you just want to be alone, but your priority could be a lot more focused on money or getting some kind of reward, material gain here from what you've been working on than anything else, okay? Working on yourself, business, something like this, keeping the peace. You could not be ready to move on from this pursuit. And you could feel like this, you know, relationship connection, going to the next level with something or investing more in it could maybe distract from that, okay? This is like fighting and triggers and moving against something here. So your truth could really set you free. But I'm still not understanding. I feel like the thing that you haven't maybe totally told yourself about here is that you really just, it's not really about somebody else. It's that you just really want to focus on your thing right now. And that's the reality. You're not over something here. Some of you want to travel, but like you want to do it alone, or like you want to adventure and have fun and lighthearted. You don't want to get stuck in something. I feel like some of you are not ready to go into the next phase, to the next thing. You just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. That song comes through. Doesn't matter about gender. But I'm just saying, like, it's this feeling of wanting to enjoy, wanting to have fun. Yeah, because you went through some shit in the past here, for real. Like, you went through some serious shit, okay? You could have dealt with some serious, like, narcissism or betrayal. Five of Swords energy is, like, really intense. You do have a fire sign looming in this reading, though. They could even be angry about what you went through before if it wasn't them that did it, okay? Intuitively, you're, like, wanting to stay alone, I feel, right now from this person. This person could be, like, very righteous. But yeah, I feel like you just want to have fun more, or to, if it's not fun you want to have, it's like you're more focused on friendships or community right now than trying to lock it in with somebody. You're still not over the shit that happened here. This was intense. Like, you have to get through that first. That was a lot. That was not easy. This is no joke. Like, this shit takes some time, you know. That's what it feels like. Like, you're still fighting your triggers from here. You're still fighting to get your voice back, your truth back. And this self-deception, I feel, could be more along the lines of just how intensely this affects you and has affected you sometimes, which it isn't like a purposeful self-deception. Or even, you know, that you do want to just be like more loose right now, or just not really tied down into something. Like, that could be part of this. But I don't know if that's, the self-deception feels personal. Like, it feels like it changes for each person. With Strength in reverse, though, no matter what the real, like, truth is, the main overarching truth here is, like, you are in a much more vulnerable place than you want to admit to even yourself. Because it's just hard sometimes to see that. Sometimes it takes time, and it's not the most comfortable thing to admit. Like, you know, that that you got all this stuff to process and go through somehow. Okay? And you just maybe don't have room to keep it all under control right now, or to be strong right now. You don't have it in you to be strong. And you could feel like some of the people here, the person here, it's like you have to be strong somehow with them, or you have to carry something with them. And you can't do that right now, is what it feels like. You're not there. Like, the most you can afford is to focus on your own prosperity here, your own reward, your own outcomes, you know, which you've been investing in, what you've been building. So you guys, that's what I feel for you. Any advice from your guides? I mean, I feel like the advice is to stand in your truth. Don't, you know, sacrifice you don't have to tell somebody your truth or expose yourself uncomfortably, like, and say like, oh, I'm a victim and da-da-da, and make yourself feel bad, right? If you don't feel good to do that. But definitely not allowing somebody to intrude on your sacred space can be really important. Yeah, this is like empowering your, I want to say, knowing that you are able to set a boundary, knowing that you're able to say no, knowing that you're able to create or do something freely that maybe you weren't before, or express freely, or to give yourself the room and space to express freely here. This could even be like to therapize, okay? This is like, I got you. Like, I hear, I got you, baby. But I hear it from the universe. This is like almost trusting that the universe is going to support you. Like, if you are like, you know what, I need to make the time for me right now, the universe is like, okay, let's make the time for you right now. It's like it goes with you to do that. And I feel like you need to lean into the support. This could be Archangel Michael. This could be the universe asking your guides. But the support, like, especially your creative or expressive endeavors are very much supported. Even if it's not an endeavor and it's just a window of time where you feel like you need to be creative, and therapize. I feel like the moment you seek that out, you're going to be provided and supported for that. Okay, this could be new avenues, new ways of expression. This could even be therapy for some of you. You know, it could be all different kinds of windows. But this feels like Daddy Universe to me. Like, it's like, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to support you while you do this. I'm going to stop time for you while you create or express or empower yourself or heal. Like every time you say no, I love it. It's a little bit of that energy, not literally, but you know, when you like, every time you stand in your truth and what's right for you and what feels good for you, I'm more encouraged to support you. It's this vibe. All right, you guys, that's what we have for you. Much love to you always, and take care.